Hail and well met. Welcome to episode 17 of Twilight of the Realms. A lot happened in the last episode.
Holy shit.
Tonight is going to be a little slower pace, less fighting, but no less important stuff is going to go down. But before we get to that, I am Eric Scott V, the GM of this campaign, founding member of the Dungeon Scrawlers, writer, game designer. You can find my stuff online. You could see some of it behind me in my shed. You can see I'm missing an eye. It's going to come back though. It's just a long period of healing. So, but they're now on their Spelljammer pirate ship, so this seemed appropriate. I want to give a brief shout out to the Dungeon Scrawlers Discord. Come join us. We talk about this campaign and others. We talk about current events, pop culture. We're partnered up with Writing About Dragons and shit. Podcasts with B. Dave Walters, Trevor Bettis, and Aaron M. Evans, which is fantastic. And, come for the content, stay for the content, and see you there. Take it away, Allie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Alexandra Pitchford, or Allie for short. I'm an author, game designer, and TTRPG streamer. And I'm playing Shay Nathalin, Shay Darksong, Shay, what have you. And there's been a lot going on. And I think she's still got a lot to process. But things are looking hopeful on some level. But also, as far as I'm working on some fun stuff, still kind of plugging away at Grey Mantle things that people might hear about as the days wear on, but we'll keep that on the down low for the moment. But I digress. Let me tell you about one of our sponsors, which is Idle Champions. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, including Farida, Havilar, and Mehen from the Brimstone Angels novels by our own Aaron M. Evans. Definitely a great series. You should check it out. You should also check out the game because it's fun. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam and web, Epic Game Store, Google Play, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. For more information, check out idlechampions.com. There's usually some kind of event going on, so you should check it out, because you might get some cool stuff. Cora.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Cora. I am a writer. I am a game designer, and I play Callista, our wonderful face-scarred ranger, who is winding down from the Battle of Minchun. It'll be nice to have things to settle. I'm also going to be telling you about two of our other amazing sponsors. Both of them specialize in dice, and both of them have their own cool, unique spin. In a realm where everyone is being armed with plastic dice, Norse Foundry has taken the extra step to arm their warriors with metal, giving you the strength of arms to skillfully smash through the enemy horde. You can find them at norsefoundry.com, along with other gaming accessories and dice from a co-collaboration called Feyweave. I'm going to keep pushing Feyweave because those dice look really, really pretty. You should get them. The designs are gorgeous, and they are definitely worth checking out. Our other dice sponsor, named for the mythical creature that rises from the ashes, is Phoenix Dice. Phoenix Dice specializes in breathing new life into old material, and they are constantly working and testing to design different things with different materials. If you're a gamer who is also really environmentally conscious, or just somebody who likes necromancers and wants some thematic dice, you should definitely check them out at phoenixdice.com. Take it away, Kay.
Hello. My name is Kyria Draken. My name is also Karen Willow Logan, and that is the name you will find in the Bestiary of Passion, which is finally available. Woo! It's on drivethrurpg.com for Misfit Studios. You can get it in PDF. You can get it in a soft color POD, a hardcover color POD, a soft cover black and white POD, or a hardcover black and white POD. But get the color version because the artwork, it needs to be in color for you to bask in its glory. So if you want not safe for work monsters for your Pathfinder First Edition games, please go grab it. I am playing Sorrow, the tiefling, barbarian, fighter, warlock, who has a pet rock that happens to have her master, former, not quite former yet, but hopefully soon to be former master, locked inside.
Separated but not divorced. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And that's all I have. Jen.
Hello. Oh,
Before Jen goes, I think we can get a link to that book if you share it with us. Kay, we'll put it on down in the doobly doo. Take it away, Jen.
hello. I'm Jen. I go by Savage Sparrow on the internet. SavageSparrow.com is my awesome website for nerdy apparel and accessories. Like the super cool jacket that's right behind Eric.
This one. This one right
here.
Woo. Game Master
and,
jacket. Can't wear it. It's June. It's too hot.
Yeah.
But you know.
But you could sweat and look really cool while being miserable. No, really. No. But patreon.com/Savage Sparrow is my Patreon where I post all my artwork and stuff. You can join it for free. You can also join it and support me for money, which is always cool. There's some fun little perks. Otherwise, tonight I'm playing Ilmarin, the aberrant mind Sorkadin, who, had her evil twin possessor again last time. And, that worked out, mostly. And,
Mostly. Hi, I'm Amanda Cherry. I don't do anything of consequence that I'm allowed to talk about right now. I do have some Grey Mantle silliness happening in the background also that someday might be available for folks to read, but today is not that day. Also, at some point, I will have cool stuff to announce, but right now, I am not allowed to announce anything cool, except for the fact that I am playing Vayne, Lady Blackblade, the owner and captain of the Chromium, which is like the absolute coolest Spelljammer ship ever created for this game. And tonight, I am actually doing so from a seagoing vessel. It is 85 degrees Fahrenheit, Seattle area today. And I am basically a lizard, and you can't make me go inside. So I bailed on my air-conditioned house early this morning for the second day in a row, and I'm on my boat.
Yeah, you can have sympathy for people in Seattle when it's 85 degrees, but you can't have sympathy for Amanda, who is from Pensacola.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
85 degrees is when her metabolism starts activating.
It's
So-
actually true.
You couldn't pay me to ditch air conditioning.
And see, you can't drag me indoors. My friends took me to Disney World 2 years ago in July, and they were racing for anything that was air conditioned, and I was like, y'all have fun, and I sat outside in the 95-degree heat and 100% humidity, just like sipping on a beverage. And
She's like Superwoman. She has to soak up the heat to, survive the rest of the year with her superpowers. Anyway.
that is true. I have to get a year's worth of vitamin D in like less than 85 days, so I'm doing it right now.
All right.
When the sun moves, I'll probably actually move up onto the deck, but right now I'm in the cabin.
It's reasonable.
All right.
All right. Good to go. So, you were exhausted after your fight with Manchun, your confrontation with the Romley, who maybe set some expectations and had some issues that she wanted to suggest, and everything feels a little bit topsy-turvy right now. Vayne has decided to steer the ship to a known safe harbor. And on a conventional ship, a safe harbor might be a respected port city with good laws and, a flexible government, or it might be a desert island, paradise that's just for you. But in Vayne's case, you find yourself floating over land. Ilmarin doesn't recognize the land at all. Ilmarin is used to being below ground, so the whole being above ground on its own was strange enough. But now being in the sky,
you're not like...
Sorrow, you don't really have much of a grasp of geography either, because you've been in Westgate. for the last decade, 2 decades, right? Shay maybe recognizes the terrain a little bit. Like you're definitely in the area of the Sea of Fallen Stars. Like you haven't gone too far from it. Callista, however, notices that you are skimming over a nostalgic spread of hill and dale and forest. You were definitely crossing over the Dale lands. You've never quite seen them from this perspective, obviously, but you're put in this kind of nostalgic frame of mind, and you think that this must be what birds see when they fly over, and you have certain memories, recollections from being in the Dale lands because you are originally from Shadowdale. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So, how are you reacting to this? Are you standing at the rail looking at things?
Oh yeah. She's
Okay.
absolutely like at the rail, on the deck, on the front of the ship, looking ahead, just taking in the view and relaxing.
Okay.
Who
joins
finding an
Callista?
opportunity where her mind's not wandering.
Yeah. Who joins Callista at the rail?
I think Shay will.
Sorrow's probably up on deck doing something Vane ordered her to do with ropes and sails and whatever's.
Yeah, sorry, you're getting better at those sails.
Yep.
Vane, she's getting better at the sails.
Yeah. I am still have a job offer when this is all done for sure. We love able-bodied hands on this ship.
Okay. Ilmarn, are you up to anything in particular? Are you just kind of chilling, staying inside so you don't have to look out the window?
I feel like she's probably researching stuff about like the stone, and if there's a way to somehow safely communicate with the person without putting us at risk, or without being trapped in a domain he controls, and etc.
Okay, so
in that case, Sorrow would have left the stone with Ilmarin when she went up on deck.
Excellent. Vane and Manda have many things in common, but one of the things they have in common is a love of books. One of the things they don't have in common is organization. Specifically, Manda would have an organized library on her boat if she had a room dedicated to a library for her boat. Vane does not. Vane has a library room. Yeah, right. She does have a shelf on her boat. Vane has a whole room dedicated to books, but they're just stacked and piled and thrown around haphazardly. Is that because that's how Vane prefers to organize things? Is that because the chromium recently listed to the side and she just didn't do anything to put them back in order? Who knows? But it's a big mess.
Is it because she's actually a hot mess at her core?
Yeah.
And this is one of the few ways that people can maybe see that manifest.
Yeah. Anyway, so Ilmarin is going through those books, and you got the stone. Okay,
so I'm in the Magnus archives. Cool.
Yes, exactly. So some of those books are very, very haunted. Okay, Callista,
awesome.
You're up
Love
at the
that
rail.
For me.
Yeah, you're up at the rail. Shay comes to join you. Sorrow, you see their silhouettes against the sun. The sun is not setting, but it's after high sun, so it's going down.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'll live. How are you feeling?
I'll live.
You're from the Dale lands, aren't you?
Yeah. This is probably the closest I've been to where I grew up since coming back.
How are you feeling about that?
I don't know. I never would have left the Dalelands if I'd had a choice. And I don't know what to do with being here, being back. Even if I'm not like home. It's been so long, I don't think there's much home left to go back to.
Well, I can't blame you for being hesitant to find out. Sometimes it's easier not to know.
Well,
Yeah.
definitely going to get a chance to learn because we're definitely approaching Shadowdale. Callista, you can tell because you can see the old skull. It's a huge rock formation with lichen and moss growing on it that, you know, kind of gives the place its name. It's actually kind of it's bittersweet to see the same landmark that you as a child would play next to and climb on and hide around and such. And the ship slows and comes to a rest over Harper's Hill, which is in the context of Shadowdale that you lived in, was a mostly abandoned hill there are legends attached to everything in Shadowdale, right? And supposedly Harper's Hill was a gathering place and a meeting place between secretive Harpers and, you know, their agents advancing the cause of goodness. You see that there are actually some houses built up on the hill now, which would have been strange when you were last here.
Very strange.
Have you done much processing or given thought to how long you've been away exactly? How long has it been for you?
For Callista, it's been 7 years. Yeah, it's been 7 years, and she's tried to actively not think about that.
Yeah. The issue here is that time passes differently in the Feywild, so more time has passed in the realms than for you. So it's probably been longer than 7 years here, but come to think of it, you haven't really explored. There hasn't been time, right? You left an adventuring group. You wandered into the outdoor seating beer garden of a Westgate tavern. You met this beautiful elven woman, and you were attacked by assassins. And here you are now, right? So there hasn't been a lot of time to really figure all that out. The town does definitely look different, but in many ways still very much the same. So the chromium comes to a rest, floating over the hill. The loudspeaker comes on, and Vane makes an announcement about reaching your destination. What do you want to say there, Amanda?
I'm just gonna say that we are anchored for the night. So we were waiting for the ship to stop. We are as stopped as we're gonna get.
Okay. The ship is floating about 100 feet above the ground, but there are feather tokens to help people descend down to the ground as they like. Or if you have the featherfall spell yourself, you can just easily hop down, or whatever other means.
Cocktails in the salon in 20 minutes.
All the places she could have picked.
Yes, Vane has a reason to go to Shadowdale, although it is not revealed.
I guess Ilmarin would come back on deck and just be like,
So the sun is dipping down. As it gets a little bit cooler and a little bit grayer, Ilmarin is a little more comfortable. Like you've always been more comfortable in the dark and under the moonlight rather than with the sun.
Yeah.
You can already see the moon peeking up over the horizon, and you are pretty sure it is going to be a full moon tonight.
Ooh. Definitely would want to do another one of those like ritual things. I forgot what it was called.
Maybe not get sucked into the Feywild this time.
You know, that is honestly the very first time that has happened. Usually everybody just leaves feeling more free, more, more better.
It's sad to say that that's the second time for me.
Oh,
But were you also conducting the illustrate ritual first time?
Being pulled into the Feywild in general.
Okay, it's different thing. I was going to say, like, is this something I need to like meditate and commune with goddess about? Because that seems deeply concerning.
I can confirm, typically Illustrian rituals do not end in that manner.
Good to know. It was certainly a concern that I had.
So, Harper's Hill doesn't seem particularly well suited for that ritual now because, I mean, you can see houses down there and, oinking pigs in yards. And, like, it is no longer bare and empty and ready for dancing naked under the moon the way you do. Uh-oh. Amanda disappeared.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Pause for a second.
Yeah. That would throw our visual video off all.
That's right.
did her internet go wonky on the boat?
I guess.
Maybe. She hasn't texted me or anything.
Maybe it's just that laptop got overheated or something.
Yeah, possibly. We can keep going without Vane for a bit, and
I'll have to shuffle some stuff around then.
yeah, or yeah, go ahead and shuffle some stuff around. If she's the last one to join with the video, then it won't disrupt too much after that,
Yeah.
right? So if you place all the other videos first and then you place hers later.
So basically, there we go.
There you are.
Yeah, my whole everything crashed.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Like,
Yeah, we just paused.
okay, we're good. We're back.
Okay.
Did it.
So I think logically you could ask Callista about where to conduct such a ritual, because she's the one familiar with the area. So
Yeah.
And I can give you a whole list of cool places where you could go.
Sure.
So Zaro hears pigs. Zaro might
Yeah.
see pigs, and Zaro's thinking, uncooked living bacon.
All right. Have we got ourselves back up, or
Yeah,
do you
everything's
still need
back.
more time, Ellie?
I
Okay.
just need to swap a couple places. Screen.
Yeah.
we're good.
Let's wait until that,
We're good.
and then okay, you should make that observation about the pigs again because that was pretty funny.
Okay.
All right. Are we good?
Yep, we're good.
Okay. Time back in. Okay.
Zaro
Sorry if
leans
there
over.
was a weird cut there. Someone is broadcasting from the boat, so sometimes her internet will explode. So
Zaro
right.
leans over the rail upon hearing pigs and sees those piggies down there, and she's thinking, uncooked living bacon. Might have to get me some of that.
Callista, is there a good open space to perform some of the rites that we did last time? Like, just, oh, you can just feel the magic.
So make a perception check based on flying over the area.
To see what's still left.
Mhm.
Could be good for those purposes. That's a 33.
Wow. All right. Yeah, the Dalelands are full of stories and history and magic, and there are any number of wonderful ritual sites. You see that the Elf Leap, which is a site where these two elven lovers who were recently married came under battle from a group of drow raiders and drew their weapons, kissed, and then threw themselves into death in the band of drow, right? And supposedly that place is haunted. You don't see any settlements around that particular stretch of ground, so maybe it continues to be haunted. There's also Crag Pool. I am reading directly from the second edition Shadowdale book, by the way, just in case anyone's curious, which is situated where the trail from Castle Crag joins the north side. Pool was a major defense during the Battle of Shadowdale that took place during the Time of Troubles, which is about 100 years before you were born. Okay. It was here that the Zhentil, which is to say the forces from Zhentil Keep, were decimated by invisible deadfall trees, which fell on them once they had moved past the initial defenses. The area around the pool is clear. The forest hasn't reclaimed it, and it has a certain amount of peace and also some history there. I don't know if you can hear my dog whining in the background. She's being very loud. Stop that! Hey! Anyway.
Gary,
Okay.
behave.
And there is, let's see, Harper's Hill has been claimed, and there are two other knolls. Toad Knoll, which is located a half-mile to the west of the bridge over the river Ashaba, takes its name from an upwelling of an intermittent natural spring that makes the ground marshy at the base and accounts for a bumper crop of toads and frogs in the spring months. At one time, most of the trees were cleared from the area when the region was inhabited. But you see that there are a lot of trees there now. Evergreens do take a while to grow, but you see that there are a lot there now. And then there's Watcher's Knoll, which is a good-sized hill with an open clearing at the top. Clearing is dominated by a large pillar or plinth that is settled severely, so much that it leans dramatically to the north. Plinth you can easily climb up. You have done that as a child, and as such served as a watchtower since the times of Aenar the Mantled King. Many years ago, there was a religious massacre there, which 150 years before you were born. You don't know all that. You don't remember all that much about it. It is also supposedly haunted, but who can say for sure?
All right.
You never encountered any ghosts there.
Well, would you prefer thematically someplace tragic, somewhere marshy, or somewhere where a bunch of people were murdered? Because that seems to be most of the places that people aren't currently living.
For being such a peaceful community, Shadowdale has a long history of violence.
Those are the choices. I mean, I feel like marshy wouldn't really be conducive to, dancing under the moonlight.
Well, you have to think that most of the time if people feel like they can live somewhere, they're going to live there. If you're looking for a clearing, you're looking for a place where people don't want to live.
What's the tragic spot? As if they're both not
Lover's
tragic.
Leap. Lover's Leap.
Yeah.
Or Elf Leap. Elf Leap, right?
Right, Elf Leap.
Elf Leap.
Yeah. Which is a pretty simplistic name, but that's what locals call it. because they leap to their death into, immortality.
I mean,
Yeah.
that. I guess that should be fine.
Great. It's settled then.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As
Okay.
forewarning, it's supposedly haunted. I have never seen anything, but forewarning.
Well, no, we are literally doing holy ritual, so if ghosts come, perhaps, we can send them peace.
Urge to redeem rising. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I get it.
Right.
I get it. Yeah. As soon as Ilmarin heard about it, I'm like, yep, she's definitely gonna pick that one. All right.
I mean, I
So,
was also inclined to pick it. So as stated.
Excellent. Yeah. Vane heads out immediately. Like she is on a mission. You'll see.
Oh.
So you two will be doing the illustrate ritual.
I mean, most likely. I felt a reconnection back when we were fighting against Manchun. So I'm hoping that stays. So I might as well take another crack at doing the ritual stuff. I'll say Shay does seem a little hesitant. Like she's like uncertain.
Yeah.
She felt that connection. She's got some hope, but the last one didn't go so great for her, so she's a little wary.
As much as I'd love to watch again, I kind of want to go get me one of those pigs.
Ugh.
Don't steal
Why
people's
don't we
pigs.
try?
Well, I'm not gonna steal.
Just-
I'm gonna see if I can buy one.
There is the Old
What?
Skull Tavern, which is where you can tell Vane was headed. And you can't do the ritual until nightfall anyway, so you might as well kill some time in the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
cool. So I was about to say, why don't we try just going to Old Skull Inn, getting some food, maybe some Shadow Dark Ale from the source.
Sure.
Ilmarin will whisper over to Sorrow, we can go looking for the piggy.
What are you gonna do with the pig?
Eat it.
Like
I mean,
What
else
do you do with pigs?
right, like raw?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah. I mean, it's good cooked, but it's really good. While it's still squealing too.
you know, you could. Pigs
Huh?
have parasites, right? Like you should not eat pig raw.
Okay, maybe if a human.
Yeah, also if
Not-
if she
Never-
gets sick, I can always just whoop and then
Never underestimate the power of the tiefling digestive system.
Whatever.
I-
she
And also
I-
the
says.
brow girlfriend.
I will not be consuming animal raw, but I support your desire to do so.
Hey,
Thank
in
you.
some,
I appreciate
in some, In some parts of Menzo Berenson, some drow do eat raw meat.
I'm
It's
aware, but you know,
How did
they
they
are also
prepare it? Like,
that was completely out of character. Shay would not know that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Ilmarin's just like they're rocks.
Ilmarin has done that and did not
Yeah.
care for it. Okay. All right. So Vane has instructed you in the general use of the feather tokens.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. You hold the token and you leap over the rail. That's it. And then it will activate automatically and you will float down. That's what she said anyway. Unless
Well,
you
it's
wanted
probably
to
the
add
first time
any
I've just jumped off of something.
unless you wanted to add any additional instructions there, Amanda.
No, actually, that's pretty much what I was like. Totally matter of fact. Like you hold this, you jump. It's fine. Or you can stay on the ship. Cocktails in the salon. You're fine. But I'm. Why deplete my liquor stores when there are liquor stores in town? So
Fair.
I'll be a liquor store, and I will just like, literally just like walk over the side, like lifelines be damned, and then I'm just.
Sorrow's
Gravity. Never heard of her.
gonna do a bit of little bit of crazy. She's gonna take a running leap and then not activate the thing until like, about 50 feet down.
So, immediately going away from the instructions. Got it. The very, very straightforward instructions. All right.
Conversely, Ilmarin basically descends like she's Mary Poppins. Elegance and grace. Her hair is somehow magically floating behind her perfectly.
Are you doing the Marilyn Monroe hold down the dress thing, or are you just? You said elegance and grace. That's why I asked.
I'm gonna say, like, it is. She is probably using prestidigitation to arrange it so the dress is flapping around aesthetically.
Aesthetically, in an aesthetically pleasing way.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Well, I think Shay's descent is more like she's basically a trained acrobat, so she does she makes it
Parkour.
rather than like doing the like delicate elegance. She's like doing the like I wouldn't say flips and shit, but she's doing like making it look like
Parkour.
I guess kind of the very acrobatic and kind of more elaborate,
like a high dive.
Yeah,
Like this is a skill and not just like a thing that the magic is doing for you.
Yes,
Not
Got
a
it.
swan dive / cannonball
Got it.
like
This is a skill.
Sorrow is doing. Yeah, gotcha. And Callista, that leaves Callista last one on the ship.
Yeah, Callista just hops the rail and follows the instructions.
Okay. Fortunately for all of you, the feather tokens do kick in after you have fallen for 30 feet. Okay, so like you start doing your flips and then you just slow and become buoyant, unless you are falling, descending under your own power, like Ilmarin is, in which case your flight remains going at the same speed that you were lowering yourself down.
And it's gonna take forever. This is boring.
It does it. I mean, you get down in a matter of seconds, but it's still like it's very peaceful, and you just land solidly, but don't hurt yourselves or anything. Bane has definitely headed for the tavern. You see several farmers coming out of their huts, looking at you, like,
Hi, can we buy a pig?
They react with surprising calm. This isn't the strangest thing that's happened to them. One of them says, "Oi, what for what?
To eat?
Ah, you want one of them eaten pigs?
Yeah.
What do you want it to eat?
What do you mean?
You said you want a pig to eat. What do you want it to eat?
No, I want to eat the pig.
Oh, you want to eat the pig. You want one of them edible pigs.
Yeah.
Ah.
How many kinds of pigs do you have?
Name's Porbo. I'm a pig expert.
Like Shay will look over at Callista and just be like, I feel dumber just listening to this conversation.
You did not answer the questions that I asked. How many kinds of pigs are there?
Well, you got them eating pigs. You got them pigs for eating. You got them pigs for mushrooms. You got them pigs for pooping.
What?
You got them pigs for slopping.
Fertilizer.
You got them pigs for riding. You got them pigs for wrestling. And he goes on for a while.
And like I feel like Ilmarin's like listening to this very like intensely, like, oh, okay. Interesting.
It feels like
Shay-
a Bubba Gump moment.
Yeah, Shay's just
No.
at a certain point. Shay is just staring off into the middle distance, like she's just like, what?
Shane,
did not even
Calissa,
stick around
you
to
make
hear
your
the
way to
question
the
get
tavern.
Yeah, I think just walks
I'm
away.
already at the bar ordering a drink.
He's like
Marn is going, and Sarah's like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I don't.
Yeah.
What's taking so long?
He's halfway through the list, and Shay's just walked.
Well, I tell you what, I will come back for one of those 4 eating pigs, maybe one of the wrestling pigs too. Later.
Wrestling.
Right?
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
We don't have wrestling pigs. We have
I want
wrestling
to know
pigs.
more.
Yeah.
How many, like, what level of weight can the riding pig carry? Like, how big are they?
Yep. Well, we got a pig that could definitely carry your weight, my lady.
I'm
Oh.
sad. I'm sad that his response to that didn't just stop with a yep
Yep.
and just nothing.
The answer is a yep.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
never done that before.
Oh well.
Oh my god.
Why don't you come right over? I'm not sure it would really suit those flowy gown you got, but
Maybe we should
get-
go drink. Maybe we should go join the others and get a drink first, Amaran. You know?
yep.
I suppose.
Yeah, we'll be back. Porbo. Right.
I'm a pig expert. Yep.
All right,
I
Porbo. We'll be
definitely
back.
have learned so much more about pigs than I ever did before, so thank you.
Shay, who is no longer
Come
even
back
there, just takes
anytime.
psychic
Bring your
damage.
gold. Yep. All right. So in the Old Skull Tavern, there is a nostalgic warmth to this place. It is exactly as you remember it, Callista. I mean, maybe like there are a few more cuts and nicks and scratches in the walls from the occasional brawl and scrap, but it is very similar. Filled with smoke, filled with laborers who are coming out from the fields to, get a drink before heading home. Tended by a woman you do not recognize. A kind of severe, steel-haired woman who looks up. She's talking with Vane because Vane is obviously looking for someone. And she says, "Oh, yeah. The lady is probably chopping wood as per usual by the old wizard's tower. Haven't seen you around here in a while."
Been busy.
I'm sure. Life and adventure and all that.
Something like that.
Boy, do you have all that wine that my lady Blackblade requested? You see this very harried young farmhand come. Yeah, he's got this big box of bottles of wine. He just onto the bar, and she says, "It's been a while. We weren't sure if you were going to come for your annual order, but here it is. We've almost got the next one assembled. If you want to if you're going to be here a couple of days, I could put a rush on it if you're just here for briefly."
The duration of my visit remains to be seen. If you could put a rush on that order, it would be good.
Excellent. Well, if you're looking for the Silver Lady, that's probably where you'll find her, over by the Wizard's Tower.
Drink first.
Of course. You do know this woman. Her name is Miriam. Okay. She was relatively new when last you were here. How long ago that was? Probably at least a year or two, right?
Well, obviously, if I'm late picking up my wine club order.
Right, exactly. So they got a few boxes that have been piling up. And
that is a problem for the unseen servants. They will get those to the ship.
There is the Shadow Dark. Now I don't recall. Is Shadow Dark an ale or is it a wine?
Ale.
Ale. Okay. So there are several casks of Shadow Dark ale. Miriam explains that she, since you didn't show up for your order 3 years ago, they opened up your cask, and so these are just the new batch, right? Because they don't last quite as long in the casks as the wine does. The wine is all from several vintages, right? Because multiple years have passed. Okay. And she looks up as the one elf and one somewhat fey human woman come into the tavern.
Yeah, she's got the disguise out, so.
Right, but you got aura. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're
Aura,
walking
that's
around with
fair.
aura. She looks over and she's like, "Oh, friends of yours?"
Something like that. They came with me anyhow.
You're into the Fey one, right? And I don't mean the elf.
That one's on my tab. Yeah.
Understood.
And appreciated.
What can I do for you, ladies?
Well,
I am Miriam.
Callista.
Not Miriam Silvermane. Just Miriam.
well, just Miriam. I'm Shay, and I wouldn't mind a glass of wine.
Of course. Of course. Do you like... she lists off a couple of vintages that seem to be locally grown. The farthest away she has is from Harrowdale.
Okay. That should be fine. Whatever you think would be best.
My suggestion. She pulls up this very smoky bottle of wine from beneath the bar. And she says, only if you're in the mood for something a little spicy.
I do like spicy.
She pours that wine. It is very rich, red, almost black color. And it smells like there's a faint acrid smell to it, but in a pleasing way.
Okay. Yeah, Shay will take that. How much?
She looks over at Lady Blackblade. It's covered.
All right.
Yon Privateer has a long line of credit.
Right. And she'll just kind of do the little, like, drink salute with the glass.
Okay.
I'll get your wife to pay me back.
I think that will be fine.
The wine is indeed dark and rich and robust. You can definitely taste the grape, but there's also a faint undercurrent of ash, perhaps. But it's not in a displeasing way. Like, that just brings out the flavor of the grape.
Okay. Like this. Nice. Does this vintage have a particular name?
Oh, just a little something that reminds me of home. That's all. And for you, my lady, she looks to Callista. Callista, as you've been in here, several people have been looking over at you like maybe like she seems vaguely familiar, but nobody seems to recognize you.
Okay.
I feel like if I notice that, I'm gonna just sort of sidle up to Callista and whisper in her ear, like, "Are we gonna have a problem? Is this bothering you? Because we can get out of
No,
here."
it's fine. I'm not bothered whatsoever. An ale for me, please.
One Shadow Dark Ale coming right up. She pours you that from the cask. You see another box of wine, right? It's a box with multiple bottles of wine in it, coming out from the back, and then the kid puts it on the bar. There are now 4 boxes full of bottles of wine waiting for Vane. She hasn't been here for a few years. And he goes, "Boo!" And he wipes his brow. And Callista, you are startled because this kid looks extremely familiar. In fact, he looks exactly like your little brother.
Oh.
Sort of gonna fling a gold coin at him, just like it's
Oh,
Not the worst tip ever, but it is also like really not a kind way to have given it to him. So
He bobbles it and he catches it and he goes, "Oh, wow, amazing." Miriam says, "Give me that." And she takes it from him. She goes, "Oh, that's very good. Very, very high quality minted gold. You hang on to that, Doran." Or, well, she doesn't call him Doran. Sorry. Doran is the actual name of Callista's brother. She calls him Callum. You hang on to that, Callum. Callum looks up at Callista and at Shay. Says, "Hi."
Hi.
Hello.
He's looking at Callista specifically. "Do I know you?"
I don't think so. I haven't been here in a while.
"Are you here to visit Mom?" "My ma is you look a lot like my ma."
Shay
What's your mom's name?
glance over at Callista at that.
My ma is my ma? That's her name. Says in a very serious way that only like a 10-year-old would manage. Miriam says, yes, Callum is from Dorn's old place up on the hill."
Hold on. You said Doran.
Doran, exactly. He's the patriarch of the family. "Oh yeah, that's
They
my
live-
granddad," Callum says.
They live in town now.
"Yeah." Miriam says, "Yes. Little Callum here is apprenticing to be the next tender of the old skull." He says, No, I'm going to be a hero." And Miriam goes, "Of course you are."
listen, the fellow who serves the wine is a hero to many.
Callum goes, "Oh." And then he like notices Vane for the first time. And Vane, let's just remind everybody, is a very exotic looking person by comparison to like everybody in Shadowdale.
Yeah.
Right? And the kid is like, "Whoa." And he kind of like instinctively takes a little cover behind Callista's leg there.
Really see sorrow.
Speaking of which, that is when Sorrow and Ilmarin walk in. And
Scary.
okay, so the appearance of Sorrow and Ilmarin has two very clear consequences. One, the people look at Ilmarin, and Callista, you know that Shadowdale has a history with Drow. They're not necessarily hated in Shadowdale of your youth, right? But a little bit distrusted. Now. Shay is not as recognizably a Drow as Ilmarin is, right? Because Shay is only half a Drow and she's half vampire as well.
She's
right?
gray.
Sure. But Ilmarin has got the darker Drow.
Yeah.
She's
like-
got noble Drow features, right? Okay. So they're all like, "Oh," except for one person watching from the corner who kind of tilts his head. He has a wide-brimmed purple hat on that is kind of hiding his face. He's watching from the corner. They also get a little bit startled when Sorrow appears, because Sorrow is very intimidating looking and wearing a battle harness and ready to go with this big sword. Are you carrying around the sword?
Yeah, because just in case.
Okay, because now that you've bonded the sword, you can actually banish the sword to your little
Right.
extra dimensional pocket and then resummon it whenever you need to, but you can carry it around if you want to.
It adds to the intimidation factor.
Yeah, it sure does. And the bartender, Miriam, sees the two of them and is like, Callum, can you watch the bar for a second? And he's like, watch the bar, and then Miriam is gone.
Something I said.
Hello? My name is Ilmarin, and I mean you no harm. I just want to see my friends. Are we going to be okay?
Make a persuasion check, please. Make an intimidation check, please.
I'm not trying to be intimidating.
Yeah, but what you did was pretty intimidating.
And I don't want to.
30!
Ilmarin, you immediately win them all over.
Okay.
Yay.
I was like, hello.
Like, you converse with them in tones that are not typical of Drow, even on the surface, and show the symbol of Elisrae, right? And they're all like, "Oh, servant of the Moon Dancer, welcome." And then they give you a brief round of applause, actually.
Aw. Ilmarin will also kind of like, do the paladin thing of like, healing anybody who might need something, like, and like doing good work and good deeds.
Get that princess way of going.
Sorrow goes up to the bar, and she says, "Boy."
Callum perks up. Whoa. He looks up at you.
Do you have anything to drink that's...
I don't have anything to drink, but I
Water.
could get you something to drink.
Shut up.
Oh,
Water or juice or cider or something that doesn't have alcohol.
milk?
Yeah, all right. Is it goat's milk or cow's milk?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yep. He pours you a big tankard of milk from this comically large, slightly chilled thing. He just milk can. They have milk cans in the Forgotten Realms. There's so many milk cans in Baldur's Gate 3. He pours it from a milk can.
Thanks, kid.
Yeah. You're wow, scary. And like, I mean that in a good. Are you a hero?
Not really.
Are any of you heroes? Are you a hero? He looks at Callista specifically.
Sorrow will point at Ilmarin and say she's my hero.
Oh. Ilmarin's just putting like a blessing on a baby or something.
Okay. All right. So Callum, though young, proves to be a fairly adept bartender, and he gets you drinks as you like. He's not the best at mixing drinks, but he does his best.
Yeah, and this entire time, like, Callista's just like looking at him, going around and doing his thing. Like, she's like very clearly like something's bothering her.
Yep. And Callum keeps sneaking glances back at Callista. He's like, pouring more drinks, pouring more milk for Sorrow. Don't underestimate the tiefling digestive system. However, that much milk is hard for any digestive system. So it's going to be one of those like immovable object meets impossible force source situations in a minute.
She's not drinking that much.
Okay.
She's got one mug and is just kind of nursing it for a while.
He's nursing the milk.
Yeah. Oh God.
Okay.
Oh my.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Here we are, anyway.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So
We're so great. Okay. No.
give Vane inspiration for that. Okay. Ilmarin, as Sorrow is having this very interesting, fun interaction with this kid, your eye is drawn to that figure sitting in the corner with the low brimmed purple hat, because their gloved hands appear and start making signs that you recognize as Drow hand sign.
Oh.
Shay probably spotted this as well. I don't know if Shay knows Drow hand sign, because I know Shay's Drow heritage is a little bit less firm than Ilmarin's. Do you know Drow hand sign?
She does not.
Okay. You can tell he's making the symbols, though.
Yeah, she never had anybody that taught her, because she grew up mostly around you.
What is he saying?
He's saying, welcome, sister. Let us talk. But, he's doing it kind of subtly. So it could plausibly be like, it's just thinking, right? Shay picks up on that as well. Callista's too distracted with the kid. Sorrow, you have eventually switched over to cider, and Callum is now going through each of the kinds of flavored ciders that they've made, and he's like, these apples are from the Elven Tree Farm, and you should try this one. And these apples are from the Ohane Farm. And there must be like 20 different farms here, because he is pouring you like many, many ciders. They're non-alcoholic ciders. They're just cider.
Good. I'm not that thirsty. Just give me a good one.
But there are so many apples you gotta try.
Yeah, I don't want to try everything.
Well, you can just... Here we go.
So...
Tell you what,
He
mix
puts
them all
this-
in. Mix them all into one cup, and that way I'll try them all.
He puts this ceramic bowl on the table, and he says, this is for people when they're tasting wine. I don't know, I've never had wine, wink, so I don't know why anybody would need this, but like they taste wine and then they spit it into the bowl. It's a big city thing, I think. Anyway, Miriam doesn't want me to touch the bowl, but I put the bowl on the counter, and I think you should use the bowl for the cider.
I'm not gonna spit it out. That's a waste.
Well, yeah, but you said you weren't thirsty.
Yeah, but I'm not here to do a cider tasting. I just want to.
Now I'm confused.
I just want a drink that's not gonna get me drunk.
Okay, well, ciders. He points to the 20 ciders lined up on the bar.
You mix them all, every single one of them, into one cup.
What?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
There you go.
I gotta find a cup. Hold on. He heads out to go look for a big tankard.
Ilmarin's gonna sign back. To whom do you hold your allegiance?
To myself, obviously.
Why did you call me sister?
Sister Drow, of course.
Awfully familiar for a male.
Apologies for my presumption. I thought you might enjoy a reminder of home.
And at that, she just kind of pauses. And I'm gonna do a telepathic web with the party and just be like,
All right, so your heads kind of crack open except for Sarah, which it feels like a nice smooth, just and you're all in the group chat.
there is possibility that we may be jumped by a series of drow but I'm trying to work it out. We'll find out. But I just want everyone to be aware. Act normal.
I know that warning probably isn't easy to give before you do that, but I wish you could give warning before doing that, because that hurts.
I am currently focusing all of my energy into not externally screaming or showing any sort of other emotion on my face other than engaging with these citizens and doing exactly what I'm doing.
Do you need backup?
I want to see if I need to find out more of whom this person is and what their allegiance. They said mercenary. They drop hints of other things. So, I will be okay.
I don't think you should go over there alone.
Oh no, I plan to stay right where I am, in public, in front of everyone.
If we are going to have to murder a gang of drow, I would appreciate enough heads up so that we can do it outside.
Oh, agreed.
Same.
I happen to enjoy this establishment, and I don't hate Miriam, and I do. Those are my boxes of wine on the bar that I would rather not get smashed. And so, if you could warn us in time to meet them outside, I would appreciate that, because I don't mind slicing a gang of drow if I must, but I would rather not wreck my.
I would prefer it not come to that at all, but we'll see. And yes, I will provide warning if I am able. Eric.
I just want to point out that Amanda has wine goblet-shaped red cups. You want to show us one of those again, Amanda?
Oh,
Yep.
good.
Yeah, these are my red solo wine goblets. Tonight I am drinking canned margaritas.
There you go. Perfect.
Classy.
Yeah.
Because nobody brought me bourbon today. Someone is falling down on the job.
Look, well, today's been a very busy day. We got this recording to do. It's not important. Anyway, all right. Kay, yes.
Having too much citrus on top of milk, Sorrow has to go find the outhouse, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have just made cheese in your stomach, friend. That's not a good thing.
Where'd you get citrus?
Well, it was apple, which was it's acidic. Cider is acidic.
Some of them
It wasn't
actually
citrus,
have
but it
a
was-
little bit of citrus added in. Like there are some that
Citric
have
acid.
orange, and there are some that have grapefruit, apple, which is an interesting taste. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've ever actually made cheese in your kitchen, but that's exactly how you do it.
I know how it works.
So I'm gonna use a Gen X millennial term here, which is when the kid comes back with the huge tankard for the cider suicide.
Oh yeah.
Yes. At least
he's
it's
like,
all apple.
Where'd the big lady go? And he looks at Callista.
She went to powder her nose. She'll be back in a moment.
He says, okay, I don't know why you put powder on your nose. That sounds like it would be itchy and make you sneeze. Anyway, Miriam, she says I need to go home because it's late. Would you take me home?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Great. I'll show you the way.
Okay.
You should come too, pretty drow lady. I knew you were a drow. Wink.
Okay. Well, before that, I had rolled a stealth check because I was gonna try to sneak up around on the other drow. But if she's getting pulled away,
if you wanted to do that, that's fine.
I had planned to, but if she's getting pulled away,
All right, Shay was just starting to go into murder mode. And then the kid's like, hey, pretty drow lady. And you're like, what? She's like,
yeah,
don't worry.
Okay.
Us Dorinsons are really good at telling things about people. I can tell that you are a good person.
Thank you. Are you gonna be okay, Ilmarin?
I think so. I plan, like I said, I am not stupid. I plan to stay in well-lit public place, and as you know from before, I can take care of myself. Also, Saro and Vayne are here.
Fair. All right. I guess I'll go with the kid and
Great.
and Callista.
Great.
And I kind of want that Jarlaxle trash
You
fire
don't
or whatever the heck
have
that
to
is. I don't
go.
know.
Shay, you don't have to go if you don't want to. I should be able to handle escorting one
no.
kid to one house and back.
You're fine.
And I'm gonna look Callista square in the eye and say someone else needs to go.
Do you not want to go yet? Because if you don't want to go yet, I can probably stay a little bit longer.
No,
Miriam lets me
no.
stay up a little bit sometimes.
No, it's fine.
Aw.
Let's go.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So the gentleman in the corner signals over to Ilmarin. Are your two friends leaving? I saw one of them giving me the eye.
This town seems to have a reputation for our kind.
I'm working on that.
Perhaps we should talk.
By all means.
So basically, Ilmarn is going to disengage from, the like, I don't know, probably just more like hanging out with the townspeople, and kind of like make sure she's in eyesight of Vayne, and she will sit so that way her back is to a wall, and she can also have full vision of the drow.
You're psychically connected to all of them, right?
Oh,
what
is he
he
asking
signed to
that?
you.
Oh, okay. Oh man, how would I respond?
It's all right.
That's a curious question to ask.
You sign with a Mensa Baron's accent.
What is his can I tell like what accent he has?
Make an insight check.
Oh no. Oh boy, okay. Damn.
You know how people doing ASL
12.
can do it with particular accents depending on how.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he's talking about.
12.
12. You no idea.
Hmm.
Since I mean you no harm. I mean your
And
friend
yet-
Shay Darksong no harm either.
And yet you come to me saying memory of home, while also putting me at natural disadvantage by how much you know of me and my friends.
Technically,
Without
my lady, you came to me. I was in this tavern first.
you are the one.
I did not expect such interesting people to walk in. But here you are.
Interrupting a lady also. However, did you survive?
What can I say? I'm cheeky.
And yet, still no information about yourself or what it is you seek.
I wish to give you a warning. Not from me, exactly.
So first, I would like to know who you are.
I am a representative of Brigandairth. He stands up and he takes off the hat He's bald underneath, which is an unusual look for a drow. He has numerous piercings and earrings and eyebrow rings, nose ring. Says, I am Jarlaxle at your service. He says that aloud to the tavern, and several of the people are like, huh? And but they don't like react as though he is just an interloper, an intruder. They're like, ah, yeah, okay. They just hadn't noticed him. And then he puts the hat back on.
Do I recognize that name or know anything?
Make a history check.
Okay. 12.
Yes. Bregendarth is a mercenary band that operates out of Menza Baranzan and in the wider Underdark. They have had a history of allegiance with the with House Bainra and other houses, but particularly with House Bainra. They were mostly a thing under the control of Evenel, the former matron mother, the mother of Quenthil, who is the current matron mother.
Yeah.
Which was like 100 years ago that Evenel perished.
Even more than that, really.
Yeah, like it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So
there was a succession war among Evenel's daughters. Triel Bainra was the matron mother for a while, and then Quenthil took over from her and slew her and left her body on display in her palace. Quenthil is a bad bitch. Okay.
Yeah, we love her. We stan her.
Yes.
Quenthil even died, got resurrected by Lolth. Yeah.
Right. Quenthil considered herself for a time to be the chosen of Lolth. And she put it about Menza Baranzan that she was the chosen of Lolth. And some people still think she's the chosen of Lolth, but she has been less forward about saying so.
Yeah. You don't really say that unless, like, Lolth specifically is like, you, but, you know, whatever.
It's all a tangled web, anyway.
Hey,
and you do know that you do know that Jarlaxle was the head of Bregendarth. You don't know him personally. You've never met him, but you have heard the name. He is famous.
Okay.
He's also famous for being very pragmatic and switching sides when the coin is right.
Okay. So at this point, I feel like Ilmarin kind of like, you know, takes in the gesture and the display and kind of just like, you know, nods to herself, and then signals for the bartender to, you know, bring her a glass of wine and kind of like gestures if he wants anything too.
Yeah, he nods in gratitude, and then he heads over to you, kind of shuffling a little bit. He's cocky, right? And flamboyant. He's dressed in like this purple vest. He doesn't have a shirt on, it's just the vest. He's very muscular. Like he obviously is a man of action.
Yeah.
Wiry and strong.
Yeah. Baby girl works out. I get it.
It's even a crop top vest. It's like it's just.
Oh
like
yeah, no, it's just
it's
the sluttiest outfit a drow man could wear. That's what he's wearing.
Or pride.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy Pride, everyone.
I will say,
queerest
Ilmarin
drow in the realms has showed up.
That Vane is paying attention to this, but probably no one else can tell that Vane is paying attention to this.
Okay.
Because if she's got to separate this guy's head from the rest of his body quickly, she'll do it. But like, I really don't want to this bar. Can we?
That's right.
If we can not shed blood in this bar, that would be helpful.
Jarlaxle says, "Do not worry, Lady Blackblade. I mean no harm."
Men say that, and yet, so.
We do, but in this case, I am being honest. Although I suppose that's exactly what a liar would say.
So, I mean, and like Elvarn like looks at him and then signs like, you would have not have survived this long if you did not know how to work your way around the truth.
True enough. You know my name, my lady. Might I ask for yours?
I assume if you already know who Shay is, that as well as what I am capable of, that you already have it.
And I assume that what name you give me will be interesting.
My name is Ilmarin.
Hail and well met, Ilmarin.
Oh.
I am here to save your life.
Hmm.
That is when we're going to cut over to Sorrow. So Sorrow is marching out to find the outhouse. Sure enough, there is an outhouse. It even has a little moon in the door. And you barely fit in the outhouse, obviously. And then you
Thing for halflings.
and then you come out and you find Miriam standing there waiting.
Hi.
It is you, isn't it?
I mean, it is me. Who are you?
I know your mother.
What? How do you, what?
I mean you no harm. I recognized you, and you're very distinctive. And I just thought maybe you'd like to see her. I know I'm given to understand it's been a long time.
I haven't seen
decades.
her since I was, I was 5 years old. How?
And that's been a long time. Because
Yeah.
you're 30?
50 almost?
50?
40?
50. Wow. 50.
I don't quite remember.
It has been a long time then.
Yeah. How do you?
Well, when you're a bartender, you meet a lot of people.
Yeah, but she's in hell. Well, she was in hell. As far as I know, she was still in hell.
Oh, well, have you had any contact with her recently?
No.
So you don't know what she's been up to these last couple of decades.
No.
Oh, well, like I said, when you're a bartender, you meet all kinds of people, and could we go somewhere and talk about this? Not out in the cold, next to the outhouse. It kind of smells.
Yeah. Let's go back inside, I guess.
There's a conference room in the back. It's kind of a secret. It's not really a secret. You don't really have secrets in small towns, right? Everybody knows, but it's a open secret. We could go there and we could just talk alone, if that would be all right.
Yeah. Out of character. Are we still linked with Ilmarin?
Yes.
Sorrow's going to say, so the owner lady just dropped a major thing on me, and I'm going to be in the back talking to her. Just, ping me if you need me.
Are you going to be okay?
I don't know. She says she knows my mother.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to get murdered for a little while. So,
Oh, good.
Yes. So you have time.
Okay.
But if you hear screaming and, sword sounds, then, we are probably getting murdered.
I'll come running and do some murdering.
Also, for you, if you feel like you are getting murdered, like, do please let us know.
Yeah. Okay.
So, there are now several scenes going on, and we're going to kind of like montage them a little bit. Vane. The situation with Ilmarin and Jarlaxle seems stable. Like, you want to make an insight check?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I brought actual dice because I knew better than to
Hey.
go on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
No internet. They're pretty. They're made of glass and they're iridescent.
Nice. Yeah, D&D Beyond can be a bit demanding on your bandwidth.
Pretty
so-
sure these were a gift from my bestie. That is... Oh, but it's too pretty. It's hard to read. That is a 16
16.
plus
Okay.
whatever my over here is. So that is math.
I think Vane is trained in let me see. I might have her character
But
sheet
there
up.
it is.
Hold on.
Oh, it's +1. So 17.
Okay. So, yeah, they as far as you can tell it seems stable. Like they're not killing each other. They're discussing in hand sign, which you have slept with a drow before, and while sleeping with someone is typically the best way to learn a language, their fingers were not where you could see them. So
Yeah.
you did not learn drow
That's
hand
so fair.
sign.
I don't. I'm. It's more like a
Very
vibe check.
talented, dexterous fingers, but not where you could learn hand sign. Okay, so you don't know exactly what they're saying, but it kind of looks like they're. It almost seems like they're old friends, which is kind of an odd thing, but it's
But
definitely
also, I
not.
just
You don't
walked
get
into
the
this
sense that
tavern
there's
and, like,
violence
Chatted
brewing.
up the owner, which is probably not what anybody else expected either. So, like, okay, Ilmarin's also got friends in low places. That's fine. And I'm fast, so if violence erupts, it doesn't take that long for me to come in.
Yep.
And
So all
Sorry.
of this is a preamble to. You see, the sun is starting to set. If your quarry is still chopping wood, she would probably finish by the time the sun goes down. So if you're going to find her, this would be the moment to go.
yeah, I am gonna just like make that exit. I'm gonna I'm not used to this mental group chat situation.
Hmm?
I'm just gonna sort of touch base with Callista.
Okay.
Be like, are you safe? Are you good? I'm not gonna be where you expect me to be when you get back. But
You just broadcast that to everybody. Like everybody hears, "Are you
sure,
safe?
yeah.
Are you good?"
Everybody is over here and be like, hey, making sure you're not getting murdered.
Vane's mental voice sounds a little bit drunk, but not sloppy. Just like a little tipsy.
Just messy enough that all you bitches are hearing this.
Right.
Yeah, we're fine. It's nothing of note between the tavern and the house.
I have business to attend to, but you let me know
Worst
if things
comes,
get.
worst comes to worst, I'm with her.
The word I was about to say is rocky, and I don't know if you can see in the back there, the boat just like, I don't know what just passed by, but
Also-
like my whole world just started moving.
I think
Wake.
it's also imperative, just because I was so proud of this and I didn't get to do it. That
Uh-oh.
stealth check I rolled, I got a 36. I
Jesus.
wanted people to know that.
I
Your
appreciate.
stealth check was so good, the players didn't even hear about it.
It
Your
went
stealth check was so good.
undetected.
You added seconds of time. Like you were going about doing stuff while everyone else was just interacting normally in the tavern. If you would like, Shay, I will give you a secret in exchange for that huge stealth check.
Okay.
Jarlaxle, and that really is Jarlaxle, is not the only drow other than Ilmarin and yourself in this tavern.
Noted.
Okay. But it doesn't seem like there's violence a brewing.
Yeah.
You are actually trained in insight, I'm pretty sure, and you can
Yeah.
tell that Jarlaxle means no harm to Ilmarin.
Yeah. Yeah, my passive insight is 21.
Yeah.
So-
Yep. No, he's being legit.
I cannot roll
and
beneath a
you
21.
You and Callista are currently walking hand in hand with a 10-year-old boy who is headed home for the
Oh
evening.
God, has the kid literally grabbed our hands? Is that what's
Yes.
happening?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And Callista looks so awkward about this too.
Shay looks awkward.
She's like,
about
how do
it.
I handle being around children?
Shay's
I
just
just
like,
want to mention that Eric has this thing about creepy 10-year-old children coming
Well.
under.
That has
Fucking-
nothing to do with any particular creepy 10-year-old children
and yet
that
it
I
keeps
might
happening.
know and be related to Manda.
Like, look,
So-
look.
Listen.
Harkening
Eric-
back to a prior conversation between Sorrow and Callista, what you do with children is you scare them.
I just imagine that Eric was bullied by a 10-year-old child at some point.
Right.
You know what? You know what? I was always
Mine.
really tall and nobody
It was
messed with
my
me.
10-year-old
Because
child.
seriously.
But I have
evening-
been bullied by Amanda's 10-year-old child.
Evening?
That is true.
Evening,
You're 11 now,
little
Shane.
Naramli, this kid, I don't, what's up? What's going on?
He's just a kid, man. He's not creepy.
The bartender. That's
Yeah. No, he's an
Okay,
apprentice
fine.
bartender.
The
Anyway.
last
I go creepy there.
Gray Mantle kid was creepy though.
Yeah, well, Gray Man's okay. We're
Anyway,
getting off track.
We are
here.
getting off
All right.
track. Yeah, we're being
The dragons, everybody.
We're being led along.
Let's solve our problems of magic and violence. Okay.
We are being
so,
led along by this child.
Vane, you head out toward the
Headed to
Wizard's
wood
Tower.
pile.
Yeah, toward the woodpile. Sorrow, you are going over to talk with the bartender in the back room. And Marin, you are discussing with Jarlaxle. Okay, so let's cut to Shay and Callista real fast. Okay, you approach a small cottage. It's kind of a little bit outside of town, attached to a farm. And like they obviously are fairly successful based on Callista's appraisal of how farms tend to be, right? Like it's a nice cottage. There are stables with a couple of horses in it, and also some pigs as well, and some goats, and one goose that's wandering around going ah, even after dark.
Cozy.
And Callum is leading you up to this cottage. What did you ask there, Shay?
I just said it's Shay says as they kind of are approaching the cottage, she just goes cozy.
Yep. I think you'll really, really like it. Have you eaten dinner? Are you hungry? My ma always makes so much food.
I haven't had the chance to eat yet, and she'll just kind of slowly look over at Callista.
Callasta's just like,
I haven't had the chance to eat yet, Fangs. Ah.
Ah,
No, I'm not going to feed on the child. Okay.
could she retract those bad boys, or are they just always out? That is the.
I mean, it depends on what kind of vampire you are. You
I just
always
I
have
don't
kind of
know-
pronounced teeth.
Yeah, I just don't know how that works with D&D vampires. That's the
Like
that's the-
if they're always pronounced, but like when you get in the thick of battle and like you're really hungry, they're like more pronounced,
okay.
right? Yeah. Okay.
I guess we could stay for food.
Provided your mom's okay with it.
Yes.
Yes, Callum says. Absolutely, she loves having guests. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Gets to the door opens, and you find a nice warm entry into this house.
I
Okay,
just had
we'll
this-
describe this when we come back from our break. But before we get to our break, There's going to be a vein scene, and Shay had a thing to say. What were you saying, Allie?
I was just gonna say I had this image of Shay walking in, just holding the child up, going, "Is this yours?"
But I found this.
Like, obviously she doesn't do that, but like that just
The
that's just
locals
popped
told
in my
me
head.
to come here. Okay. Vane. It's a ways to the woodpile. So you enchant yourself to move a little faster. Pretty
Yeah.
simple spell. Long Strider does that. Just increases your speed by 10 feet. So you just make your way over. And sure enough, you hear the chopping of wood, an axe going into. And standing there is a statuesque, wiry, muscular human, mostly human woman. She has faintly elven features, like there's a faint touch of elven to her. And she has long, lustrous silver hair tied back in a ponytail, which is full of sweat at the moment because she's been chopping wood for a while. The most notable thing about her probably is that she's only wearing a set of boots. And she thuds the axe into the wood, and she looks up at you. Vane, Storm Silverhand says. I didn't think you'd be back.
I wasn't sure I'd be back either. You know, you could get someone to do that for you.
I know. She stretches.
Keep you from getting splinters anyplace interesting.
That's what the boots are for. She picks the stump.
You have not changed.
Ah, if only that were true.
Oh,
Share a drink with me? She has a pot of ale as well.
anytime.
All right. And so that's a good time to take our break.
Thanks.
Cue us up for 10 minutes. We'll be right back. Don't go away. And we're back. Shay and Callista. All right. Callum pushes open the door, and he rushes in, and he says, Ma, look at my new friends. So the interior of this cottage is warm, cozy, nostalgic, peaceful. It's nostalgic for Callista, because this is the same cottage, or, well, it might as well be the same cottage that you grew up in. Now, the cottage that you grew up in wasn't in town, right?
No, it was out of town, further north.
Okay. But this cottage almost feels the same because it's decorated so similar. You wanna give us some details of like portraits or like in Scandinavian houses. I was just talking about being Scandinavian. You can see how red I am, right? We have this tradition of little metal spoons that we hang on the wall and such. Or there are some places where they like pound small metal objects into the wood, things like that. So do you have any of those in your family, Krista? Because they would be present here.
I don't imagine. I could see maybe the spoons thing. I don't imagine that like what she grew up in had portraits because they did not have like. They were not a well-off family. They were a getting by
Very simple
family. Very simple,
right.
Very simple.
But sticking to like the old traditions. So you have little metal spoons that are like hung on the wall. You also notice that there are a number of arrowheads that are kind of pounded into the wood. Obviously, someone tapped those in with a hammer. There's like a post, a pillar holding up the roof that has little hash marks along it, like marking the height of folks. And you see that there are several people in this room. There is Callum himself, obviously, 10-year-old boy. There is a girl who is slightly younger than he is, probably 7, 8 years old, if you can judge human ages, which neither of you is particularly good at doing based on your experiences and background.
This
right?
child is precocious. What is he, 26?
Exactly. There is a kind of like the older generation, probably around 40, would guess, a man and a woman. The woman looks a lot like your mother. Okay, Callista. Although her hair is notably lighter, almost blonde, rather than the kind of brown that your mother had. And then there is a man who has a slightly darker cast to his skin, beard, just like a little goatee, although he has a little stubble around the sides, like he obviously needs to shave and get that back into. Based on growing up in Shadowdale, you would immediately tag this person as a foreign person, like somebody from outside the Dale Lands.
Outsider.
Yes. A Tetherian, probably. Okay.
Okay.
He has black hair, slightly curly. And obviously he is the husband to the person who looks like your mother. And then there is an old man with like partly bald, like gray hair, and he's sitting in an ambulatory chair. Like there are wheelchairs in the realms. That's what he has. And he's sitting there and just kind of like snoozing in the back. There's a roaring fire. There are plates arranged on the shelves. It's a, Tiny Tim Christmas Carol sort of situation.
Tim Christmas Carol. Oh my god.
Okay, so Callum is like, these are my friends. They came for dinner. His mother gives you a very serious, dubious look, like you have seen a million times from your own mother. And saying, well, I guess I'll put 2 more places. Welcome to our home. Husband says, yes, Callum often brings home interesting folk. Comes over to clasp your arm in greeting.
Yeah, and she'll return the greeting.
I am
sorry
Tavish.
for. Nice to meet you, Tavish. Callista, I'm sorry to drop in unannounced. We were
Callista.
asked to. Yes.
He glances back at his wife, who is busy setting another place at the table. Callum says, isn't she cool? She looks just like Mom. And then the little girl is like, no, she doesn't. That's rude. It's not rude. Mom's really pretty. And then they start fighting.
Well,
The old man has not reacted. Well, he kind of like glanced over you, and then he went, okay. Tav says, well, welcome. Welcome to the Doranson my wife, Callie Dorison, and I am, like I said, Tavish. I am from Tathir, as you have no doubt guessed. I suspect you are much more widely traveled than most in this town.
Much to my regret. How long have you lived here?
It must be 12 years. And Callie pipes up, 13 years, actually. And he's like, 13.
well,
I was a merchant. Came to Shadowdale, and I saw Callie and immediately fell in love with her upon first viewing her. As, I mean, the bards say such things can happen. I never believed it, but it is definitely true. I'm sorry. Can I? What can I offer you? Would you like wine? Would you like ale? Um, we are about to eat. I think it is pheasant, duck actually. I was just like, yes, duck. Wonderful. Please come in. He moves aside
you.
like some child's toys to clear up some chairs near the fire. It is a little cold because it is late autumn at this point. It's not winter exactly, but winter is threatening. He says, and you, my lady, or King Tashay, are quite striking, if you do not mind me saying so.
Thank you. Let's call me Shay.
An honor. I suppose you are adventurers.
Of a sort. We have a lovely home.
Thank you. You must have tales to tell. The little girl perks up. Tales? Tales?
Yes.
Callum says, they don't have tails. You can clearly see their bums. They don't have tails. And the little girl's like, tales like stories, you doof. And he's like, oh yeah, I'd love to hear stories.
I have a few she'll look at Callista and go, I have a few stories. Because she's sure that Callista does not want to talk about her stories right now.
Okay, finally the wife comes over to break up this nostalgic nonsense. And she's like, dinner is... And then she looks at Callista. Says, yes, dinner is ready. Excuse me, are you related to us in some way? A distant cousin, perhaps?
You said that this is the Doranson household.
Doranson, yes. That is my father, Doran. She points to the old man sitting in the chair, and he's like,
Did
Just kind of staring at him. He's very old, and his memory, so. But he is a fine man. If he says anything strange to you, I apologize in advance.
Did he ever speak of his family? Before?
Oh. Well, the duck will get cold. Let's eat and we'll talk about this. Yeah, absolutely. All right, she ushers everybody, including the kids, just wrangle the kids over to the table. We have taken the kids' places, right, at the main table. And so they are relegated to the kids' table.
Oh.
They don't seem too upset about that, though. Kids' table appears to have a number of toys that are still on the kids' table, and they immediately fall to, playing and eating and playing with their food. Allie, the wife, is staring at you, fascinated. She's like, "Yes, my father. Well, he's an only child, but not originally. He had an older sister. Left, and we all assumed that I never met her. She was gone before I was born, obviously. But he spoke very fondly and highly of her. I always wanted to meet his adventurous sister. She's my namesake, Allie. That's my name. Did I hear you tell my..." And Tavish is like, "Her name is Callista." And the woman's like, that is remarkable. What a
Because it's the
coincidence.
same name as his sister.
Exactly. What a coincidence. She's
Why-
the one who fired all those arrows, you know. She points to the arrowheads that are like tapped into the rafters.
Yeah, quite a coincidence.
Doran was immensely proud of his sister. The she sounded like a holy terror, honestly, and an adventurer, hunting and stalking the wilds, and a fair hand with a bow. You don't use a bow, do you? You don't seem like the type, honestly. Yeah, that's right. We're keeping the bow jokes going.
It's not.
Isn't that right,
Right.
Dad? And Doran kind of like, and he looks over at you, and his eyes are roomy and bloodshot, but they seem distantly familiar. And then he looks back down at his hands. Tavish gives him a plate, and he just kind of like pushing stuff around. He doesn't eat much. He's very old. Yes, how long ago was that? That must have been 50 years ago when his sister disappeared.
50.
50 this year.
Oh. Do they
He held
know-
he held a celebration for her name day every year until well, it's been a few years, and I suppose we haven't done one of those recently. There's always so much to do, you know, on the farm and with the children. Callum is apparently a lot like her. He wants to be a hero, to leave Shadowdale and adventure and fight dragons. He's just a little boy, you know. Children always dream of such things.
Yeah. Did he ever say what happened to his sister?
Only that she disappeared. Tavish, do you remember what Dad said? And Tavish says, well, I think he said he waited for her to return for many years, decades perhaps, until he met your mother. And Callie says, yes, my mother. She was quite something. You know, he married the Silvermane girl. That was my mother. And you remember from your time in Shadowdale, the Silvermane family has been kind of like Shadowdale institution. They ran the Old Skull Inn when you were last here. And they take their heritage from Jail Silvermane, who was a famous member of the community a long time ago, before you were born. But like, they've always been kind of the like heads of the community.
Mm-hmm.
And Callie's like, yeah, isn't that remarkable? My father, outsider, living on the outskirts of the town, won the heart of the spoiled rich girl. And Tavish is like, now, that's not a nice thing to say about your mother. And Callie says, she's my mother. I'll talk about her how I want.
That is, yeah. What happened to Doran's mother?
Looks so much. You look so much like my grandmother. It's remarkable, Callie says. I'm sorry. What did you ask? I was distracted.
What happened to Doran's mother?
Oh, Oh, she lived to a good ripe old age. Bounced us grandchildren on her knee. I have a brother and a sister, and they both live over in Ashendale. Um, or did my brother move? Did he move to Daggerdale? Yes, of course he moved to Daggerdale. He always wanted to be a hero too. I'm sure Callum wants to go live with Uncle Cial. It's funny, Callie says, Doran, my father, he named all of his children after his sister in one way or another. And we've just continued the tradition. This is Callum. You met Callum. Gestures to her son. And this is little Callista. Gestures to the little girl. We figured once we got through one generation, it was time to just repeat the name just as it is. And you hear the old man go, ugh. And Callie says, I know you disapprove, but it's a good name, you have to admit.
Over the link, Shay just goes, this is so freaking awkward.
Is something wrong? Tavish says.
And
seem
back
out
over
of
the link,
sorts.
Vane is like, spill the tea. Spill the tea.
Oh, Shay's gonna give a play-by-play.
Vane is between sessions. Okay? She's like, paused from sex. And she's like, I want to hear a story. and Vane, we'll cut to you briefly. Storm puts her hand on your cheek and she says, are you talking to someone other than me?
There's a thing in my head, and I didn't start it, and I don't know how to stop it, and sometimes it's very interesting.
Would you like me to distract you?
Yes, again, more still.
She does. Okay. So, I'm going to cut back.
I'm still gonna want the tea later.
Oh, yeah. The tea. Later. All right.
Later.
So, I'm going to cut back to Ilmarin, actually. So, Ilmarin, you are getting serious cringe vibes coming from Shay and Callista. And serious pleasure coming from Vane. Like, radiating. Just like, she's like, very happy. And Sorrow is a little confused and apprehensive. Apprehensive, I think, would be the right term. Jarlaxle, just, he is very charming and definitely very cheeky. You can tell that he is older than you.
Oh no, yeah, she knows that.
Significantly older than you.
Yeah, definitely got that vibe.
He's at least 300 years old at this point. You're pretty sure. I mean, he just carries himself with a certain confidence and self-assurance. And he says, so, I have heard that there's a certain band of warriors from House Bainra who are looking for one Ilmarin. What a coincidence. You have wandered into this ale bar of all ale bars in the wide realms.
Something tells me it's not much of a
I do not like to trust to luck. I think we can be of use to each other. And, you're having two conversations. One conversation is kind of surface level and a little bit like, that is very presumptuous of you, Ale.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry, my mistress. And then another conversation is the hand speak, which is the real conversation.
Exactly.
And he says, House Bainra has made a few overreaches recently. And Matron Mother Quenthel has grown cautious recently. She wishes to make sure that her assault upon you will be successful. She has tasked me, which is to say, she has paid me handsomely, to ascertain whether she would succeed in defeating you, her assembled forces.
Yet we are here talking.
Correct.
So
I could tell immediately, with a little research, of course, that you were a powerful entity, powerful force. Your mind magic is impressive. Camuriel reassures me of such. He's been attempting to penetrate into your mind for quite some time now and failed to do so. Also, you travel with not only Shay Darksong, the spider of Westgate, as it were, but Vane, Lady Blackblade, noted scoundrel and, well, I suppose she prefers the term privateer of the Astral Sea, Scourge of Githyanki, lover of gods, mother of gods. Apparently a wonderful lay as well.
I have heard that reputation, at least the last part.
Tell me, is Shay Darksong succeeding in her quest?
We'll have to be more specific.
Oh, it was a fabled love story. One lover drawn into darkness, the other seeking to pull her out. Will she pull her to the edge, or will her lover pull her into the abyss? The stuff of bardic tales.
I think anyone who discounts Shay and the love that she has for this woman who does not deserve her would be making a losing bet.
I see. Meeting you and seeing her and her skill at sneaking, I think you're correct. Hers is a passion that could challenge gods. What of you?
That's
What is your passion, my lady? What are you getting out of this?
I wish the right thing.
The right thing. His gesture is dubious. What does that mean?
Well, I suspect you know something of seeing a path set before you, realizing that you don't quite, and I desire to for all of the evil that I helped to the world, I would like to lofty task, naive perhaps, but
We should chart your own path. Remind me of someone. Would not call him a friend exactly. Someone I know very well. I would not cross his path either. I would not cross his swords. I think you have swords of your own.
I am not one for a path of
That is noble. I do not know if it will suffice, but if anyone can accomplish it, it will be you. I give you this warning then. Quenthel, matron mother of Bainra, is coming for you. She knows you live. She wishes to acquire your power. She will seek to take you by force if she must. I think you can defeat her.
Why are you helping?
Perhaps I feel the same way. That I wish to make amends for the things that I have done and brought into the world. Perhaps I only wish to meet you, cousin.
She will extend her hand.
He will take your hand. He will lower his lips over your hand as though to kiss it, but not actually kiss it. I wish you all the luck in the realms.
Need to worry about your mercenaries crossing paths with.
Oh no, you are far too powerful for us. I think it would be interesting to fight you alone, you and me. But against you and your party? No. No, no.
That could be fun. Been some time since I've gotten too far without death on the line.
I am an unfair combatant.
You
I
are
have
from-
more in common with your friend Shay than any of the rest of you.
You are from Menzo Berenson. If you fought fair, you would have died long ago.
Correct. But you have the power to fight fair, and that is to your advantage. I wish we could have known each other earlier.
Agreed.
You would have been an excellent addition to Brigandareth, but you have found your own path. And for that, I am proud, cousin. Says again.
Perhaps, though, should you require aid, journey of redemption, I could always be.
Shall keep that in mind. Blessings from a third to a third. Good hunting. And then he stands, bows dramatically, and takes his leave. Several of the occupants of the tavern stand up and follow him out.
Lamar just calmly takes that one, Yep.
Oh yeah, before I forget, there were other drafts.
Oh, he has left you a gift, in fact.
Oh.
Which you can find on his chair where he left.
Here. Okay.
It is a tiny spider-shaped amulet. Clearly of Drowmig.
Oh my.
Okay.
Okay. Let's cut over to
Investigate.
Sorrow here. Sorrow,
Yes.
Miriam has led you into the back room of the Old Skull Tavern. And she says, "Oh, can I get you a drink? I have excellent infernal vintage that might be to your liking.
No.
Your friends
no.
certainly seem to enjoy it."
No.
No.
I don't drink alcohol
Oh.
anymore.
Oh. Huh. That is good. That is better than me. She pours some for herself.
Well, it became a problem, and in order for it to not be a problem anymore, I just can't give in to that temptation.
Oh, that's good. I'm proud of you for making that choice for yourself. For
Thanks.
sticking to it, for having the willpower to chart a new course.
So, what's this about my mother?
Oh, well, I know her, and she is trying to make amends, shall we say, for her sins that she has committed in the past. Sins against you, sins against any other folk.
She's a devil. I mean, how's she doing that without...
Well, yes. I mean, technically that is true. Yes, she is a devil. But even devils can make amends, can become better than they were.
Right. But how's she doing that without invoking the wrath of... Because...
Well, as I understand it, she fled the hells and found her way to the mortal world, where she has tried to help people in need. You know, using her powers to go around and help those who are in danger and oppressed, and made poor bargains. She really knows contract law very well, and a lot of people in the mortal world have made terrible contractual deals, and she...
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Well, really?
Yeah, there's a reason this is marked on my forehead, but
Is there something something she can do to help you?
I'm just wondering if she's... why hasn't she come to find me?
Oh, she wanted to, but it's been so long, and some terrible things happened between you two, as I understand it.
She killed my
And
father, but I don't blame her for that anymore.
yeah, she mentioned that. Yeah. But you don't blame her for that, is what you're saying.
I understand why she did it now.
Why did she do it?
Because she was in love with him, and the powers that be over her were going to punish her. He sacrificed himself. Let her sacrifice him so that she wouldn't be punished.
Oh.
But still, I was 5 when I saw it. I saw it all happen, and I spent many years not understanding and blaming her for it.
That must have been difficult. Did you understand why she did what she did at the time?
No. I spent decades hating her.
Yeah. I mean, that seems reasonable. But she's better now. Like, she's making an effort to do good to people, and use her God-given talent to help people out of their acts.
Where is she?
Not too far away. I could find her for you if you want to. We know each other really well.
How do you know her?
Well, she came into the tavern one day, and she was a mess. She felt terrible about everything that had happened and everything that she had done. And she had just risen up from hell, or maybe fallen from the lower planes. I don't know exactly the mechanics, but like she she needed someone to listen to her, and she caused a huge mess in the tavern that first day. But the lady Silvermane, she was really kind and listened to her, and they got along so very well. And yeah, Silvermane's still well, she's gone now, but like her family still lives in town, not too far away actually. Um, Callum is her son. Silvermane's son is, or well, Silvermane's grandson. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. You know, I've been here for a while, and it's yeah. She stops rambling, just kind of trails off.
Yeah, I'd like to meet her. Or
Good.
see her.
Uh,
You can
make
arrange
that.
that.
We can make that happen. Where are you staying?
Well, I guess I'm not staying anywhere. I mean, our boat's nearby, so
Boat.
boat.
Shadowdale's landlocked. What kind of boat?
Oh,
Oh,
it's a boat up there in the sky.
you mean the Spelljammer
Yes.
with
that.
Lady Blackblade, the Spelljammer? Oh,
Yep,
oh,
that's the one.
oh. Well, I mean, it might be hard. It might be hard to contact her. I mean, it might be several days. I mean, maybe you could give me a sense of where you might be in a 10-day, maybe 10 days.
I
And
don't.
then she could send you a sending. Right, exactly, sending.
I don't
Yes.
know where we're gonna be. We're on some kind of mission quest thing.
The quest, of course. Heroes are always on quests. What
Not
kind
a
of quest?
hero.
Like, is it dangerous?
Well, yeah.
How dangerous?
We've nearly died a few times.
Nearly died.
Yep.
Well, no, we can't have that.
No.
I mean, I don't want you to die. I mean, I don't want any of you to die, obviously.
Okay. Who are you?
What? Oh, my name is Miriam. I am the bartender here at the Old Skull.
Who are you
You
really?
probably got hit on the head a few times, huh?
Who are you really?
No, I'm Miriam. I just work here at the Old Skull.
I've met too many people who wear magical disguises, and so I'm a little suspicious. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's totally understandable. People come into the bar with magical disguises all the time. One of your friends has a magical disguise. In fact, I could tell. She's the long lost daughter of the Silvermane woman that I mentioned earlier. Well, not really her daughter, but like her sister-in-law from her marriage
You're
to.
awful insightful for a bartender.
I mean, I gotta be. It's part of being a bartender, right? Everyone tells me their stories. She looks real anxious, by the way. Like, Sorrow's not trained in insight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Lilton's magic has screwed up Sorrow's mind enough that, like, insight is a losing proposition. But, like, this lady is sus. AF, right?
Okay. How did you know who Callista was?
Oh, you know, I can just I could just tell.
Okay, don't make me threaten you. 'Cause I don't
Why
want
would
to.
you threaten me?
Because you're hiding something. And threatening people is how I get people to tell the truth. Because I'm not good at any other kind of persuasion.
Okay, fine. I fucked your mom. There's not one.
What?
You know, she was so beautiful, and I just, oh, so good in bed too.
Okay, that's my mother you're talking about.
Sorry. I just, I don't know why I said that. That was a weird and awkward thing to say. Please don't get upset. Please, it's fine. Just, I can explain. Like, if at any point Sarah wants to stand up and just walk away, that's totally reasonable.
So
I'm
no,
just saying.
Sarah wants to dig into who this woman is, or Sarah stands up and leans over a little bit. Look,
Yeah. I'm looking.
you told me my mother is around somewhere. That's
Right.
quite a bit for me to take in.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine.
And I think you know more than what you're telling me.
Okay. But you're not going to leave, right?
I don't know, should I leave?
No.
Because you're not giving me any more information, which makes me frustrated.
I
get frustrated, I get angry.
No, don't. It's okay. Just don't leave. I can explain.
Sarah sits back down.
She seems so relieved. Okay. She pours herself more wine. So, tell me about you.
No.
Oh yeah. So, husband, wife,
Tell me
joyfriend.
where mother is. Or better yet, tell me who you are.
One thing you'll notice is that she does not seem particularly intimidated by you. Like, you are real good at intimidating people.
Yes.
But she is just like, so is that a no? Are you single? Is that what you're saying?
Going for
No,
the
I
set?
really wish.
Because I see you're traveling with some real stone cold hotties. Are you saying that you haven't tapped one of them? Or more of them?
Are you my mother?
What? Don't be ridiculous. I could only dream of being as beautiful and cunning and smart as your mother. Oh, she's amazing.
Getting frustrated again.
Us.
Okay. We're just going around in circles. So
Yes, we are.
So here's the thing. Your mother, like I said, is beautiful and smart and talented and cunning and very, very convincing. But there's one thing that she is also, and that is a coward. Coward.
What?
She does no, she's afraid that if she meets you, reveals herself to you, that you will not take it well.
Forgave her.
Really?
I don't blame her for what happened. Not anymore. A few years ago, when I was on an adventure with Shay, I was forced to relive those memories. And I saw, through adult eyes, what my 5-year-old self couldn't understand.
She reaches out tentatively toward your hand. You let her touch your hand?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Please tell me.
Okay. Will. Oh. I'm sorry I wasted so much of your time. Her visage just changes into this kind of demonic form. Like she has purple skin, pink lips, flaring ears, wings, and she's just sitting there. She's holding your hand, and she says, It's me, Sorrow. It's me.
I don't know how to feel about this.
That's all right. I have a new name now. And it's Mercy. It's my purpose.
I gave
Help.
myself the name Sorrow because that's all I felt for a long time.
I'm sorry.
Where'd you come from?
I was too afraid. I have been trying for years to come find you. I knew where you were. This is as close as I could get. I thought you would attack me, but you'd deny me, you'd reject me.
You should know I went looking for a sense of belonging, or anything resembling some kind of love, or what I thought love was at the time, and that's where I got this from an asshole named Lilton.
I know. I know about him. And I want to help you put an end to him.
Appreciate that. It's just there's something I want to do, and something I need to do, and it might be a
Yes.
little awkward. Sorrow
It's
hugs
not-
her.
Okay. She was starting to say, "It's not killing me, is it?" And then you just hug her, and she's like, "I am so sorry, baby girl."
And Sorrow starts sobbing.
She closes her slightly taloned fingers around Sorrow's shoulder. She says, "I will help you make sure he never hurts you again." Okay.
Let's make sure he hurts no one ever again.
Yes. We will. Okay, I'm gonna cut back to Sorrow and Callista.
You mean Shay and Callista?
Yeah, that's right. I mean Shay and Callista. I'm sorry. Sorry. Shay and Callista. So Shay has been entertaining the kids with, let's see, how did you put it? A very dramatized and kid-friendly version of one of her adventures.
Yes, with a 28 on the performance check.
Yes. The,
Nicely done.
Callum is like hanging on every word. The little girl is like, whoa.
I'm just
That's
picturing
whoa
like
a lot.
I'm just picturing C3PO and the Ewoks. Like that's what's happening.
Yes, we are now part of the tribe. Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
Shay's just kind of like crouched beside the kids' table, and she's like spinning this story, like very dramatic, very like, you know, lots of emphasis, lots of like, you know, just really kind of like putting her all into spinning this tale.
Hours have passed very quickly. You know, Shay is comfortable, relaxed. it was it was extremely awkward at first, and then
Oh,
you started
yeah.
weaving this tale, and it was flowing, and now you're having a good time, and there's been a lot of wine. How much wine have you had? Probably a lot, right?
I mean,
To help with the awkwardness.
yeah. Oh yeah, Shay had a fair bit before she was like, you know what? I'm gonna go entertain the children, so that I don't have to be involved in this conversation.
Okay. Eventually, Tavish, Hallie gives Tavish a look, and he gets up and corrals the children and takes them off into there aren't very many rooms in the cottage, right? But they have a bedroom, and he puts them in there. And then he is kind of like hanging out with Shay a little bit, and he says, "I want to hear a tale too. What are you?"
So she'll think for a moment and be like, I've got one, and she'll start telling another story.
Great. Leaving Allie and Doran, the old man, with Callista. And Callie reaches across and just touches Callista's hand and says, I don't know what you need exactly, but do you have a place to sleep? We have, well, the cottage is not very large, but we do have a stable, and we just cleaned it today.
I have a place to sleep, but thank you. I've been spending the last several hours trying to think of a good way to explain anything, and it's not coming to me. I know what happened to Doran's sister.
Do Allie kind of perks up a little bit. She's obviously getting really tired. Like, it's been late. It's almost midnight, right? She says, and then the old man just kind of, and she's like, oh, he's still awake. He's usually asleep by now. I should go make sure his bed's ready. I'm sorry, would you excuse me for a moment?
Of course.
She heads away, leaving Callista and the old man. He's looking at his hands, and slowly he looks up at Callista. Hey, Callie. Nick says, came home.
Finally.
It kind of smiled a little shakily. I knew it. I knew you would.
I tried for a very long time.
He reaches out on a shaking hand, which is the most movement you've seen from this old man the whole time.
And she'll take that hand and
You can feel your hand through the disguise. It says, what wonders you must have seen, but you came back.
I'm sorry it took so long.
Doesn't matter. Came home. here. I'm sorry. I got old. You didn't.
You lived a life.
Yes. Can too.
I'm trying.
He glances over at Shay, Shay and Tavish are having a great little chat. They're like, kind of like arm around each other, like old friends. She's really something. But so are you, sis.
No, I'm
Hey,
just someone who's trying to get home.
don't you say that about my big sis. My big sis is amazing. Don't you forget that. His daughter Callie comes back in. She says, okay, your bet's all made now. He's like, and he winks at Callista. She's like, sorry, he gets very grumpy when he stays up late. At least you didn't have any ale, right, Da? And he goes, And she carts him off to his rest.
Now, which is when Callista starts to wipe at the tears that she's started to get.
Callie sits down. She says, no, she's headed off with the man. And Tavish comes back with Shay, and he's like, I might be a little. He points to Shay, like, fill it in. He can't come up with a word. A little. Yeah, drunk on the wine, fruit.
It's usually the wine.
The wine. It has been so nice to have you. Are you all right, my lady? You're. Pulls out his kerchief, which has a little bit of food residue on it. He extends it to Callista, because Callista's, got some tears.
She'll pretend to wipe at the tear, but she's not putting them on her face.
He's like, I hope you had a good evening. You're always welcome here. You are such good folk.
Thank you.
Such good folk. All right, it's bedtime for me. Don't steal anything. He heads off the back, leaving Callista and Shay alone.
Oh. How did it go?
I got to talk to him. He recognized me. And it went well.
Good. Glad. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Any last things for the good of the order? Or is this a good time to stop?
I think it's a good time.
Okay. All the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much. This has been a fairly long one, but important. And I appreciate you sticking with us. Twilight of the Realms will be back next week to finish out the Shadowdale respite. I have been Eric Scott to be the DM of this campaign, founding member of the Dungeon Scrawlers. Come join us on the Discord, talk about this campaign, other campaigns, writing about dragons and shit, modern events. Meme game is on point. Take it away, Allie.
Hi, everybody. I am Alexander Pitchford, or Allie for short. Author, game designer, TTRPG streamer. You know the drill by now. I played Shay, who is, at this point, kind of realizing that, like, not only has she never met Illyra's parents. Okay, I guess technically she hasn't met Callista's parents. That's not the point. She doesn't even know if Illyra has parents. Like, did they die? Was she an orphan? Like, did she spring out of the ground like some sort of chaos gremlin? I don't know. But it's like,
Are you really married if you haven't met the in-laws? Or asked about the in-laws?
To be fair,
Or fought with the in-laws.
to be fair, Shays are also dead. So, you know.
Cora.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Cora. I am a writer. I am a game designer. And I played Callista, the Fae Scarred Ranger who has finally seen her family after, like, 7 years for her and apparently 50 years for them. So she has had a very emotional moment that was really fun and awesome. And yeah, take it away, Kay.
I am Kyria Draken. You can call me Kay. I played Sorrow, who also had a tear-jerking reunion with family.
Oh my god, you both did so well. Oh my god.
And yeah, that's all I got. Jen.
Hello, I'm Jen. I go by Savage Sparrow on the internet. SavageSparrow.com for nerdy apparel and accessories. Patreon.com/SavageSparrow for my cool artwork. Tonight I played Ilmarin, who did not exactly have a happy family reunion time so much as, oh hey, BT Dubs, your family remembers you exist and wants to bring you back for horrible torture and evil. But Draxel was cool.
It's true.
Even while, like, the whole time she's just like, this is probably a trap. Can't quite tell what's up yet. Well.
Amanda.
Yeah, okay, that's me. I'm Amanda Cherry. Tonight I played Vane, who managed to miss meeting the family. Yes. She's not mad about that. Is concerned that Callista is okay, or will be when she can string two coherent thoughts together. But for the time being, it's pretty much like, yes, good, parents, bad, no, let's not do that. You can find me online at thegingervillain.com, at Amanda the Ginger on the X Twitter and the Blue Sky and the TikTok, and I'm on a boat. I was hoping to catch, there was a float plane that just came out and took off behind me. I was hoping to catch that on my camera, but I didn't quite do that. Make sure to tune in next week to find out if I am possibly indoors again or not.
Or maybe on the boat somewhere else. Who can say?
So I have done a convention panel from the middle of the lake, just at Anchor with cell phone internet. So stranger things have happened, but yeah, we'll see. Seattle has a thing called January, where the weather is likely to get terrible again here in the next couple days. So I'm doing this while I have the chance. I believe Cora is up now.
We're back to Eric.
Oh, I think
Oh,
Cora
yeah,
has
back
already
to
gone.
okay.
I think we're all good. Thank you so much, everybody. A special shout outs to UK and Cora for their excellent performances this session. Oh my God, those so good. I know that could be tough and really drawn deep, and you did so good. I'm so proud.
That was
of
a
you.
blast.
Thank you so much. And we will be back next week for maybe the outcome of some of the things set up in this week. So see you then. Bye.